What's going on, YouTube family? We on the move, man. We on the move. First and foremost, man, I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in and supporting the channel. We're moving fast, man. Or at least to me, I'm very, very grateful. Very, very grateful, man. Very grateful. And I'm putting this video out here with the intention of helping as many people as possible. Right? I'm trying to get better angles for y'all. With the intention of helping as many people as possible. And I pray that God uses me in a way that my voice resonates with those, this message resonates with those whom God has me out here, recording this video for. I pray that it reaches the right people, man, and it resonates with you guys. So, with that, this video, I want to talk to you guys about fears. I want to talk to all my brothers out there about overcoming their fear. I want to talk to all the women out there about dealing with and overcoming their fear, right? And many, like so many people, guys, like they'll make it seem like they don't experience fear or fright or being scared, right? Being afraid. And it's like, so often will you experience this feeling, right? So often will you experience this feeling. And a couple of weeks ago, probably 2-3 months back, I had lunch with a friend of mine, and we were discussing certain things. And I told them, I said, there's a lot of things that like my father or my grandfather went through. And I was talking about jail. And I was talking about how I did not want to go to jail as a kid because I knew that like I come from generations of men who went to prison young and spent a lot of years there, right? Even my stepfather. And then I turned 19 and I spent so much time fighting that I ended up just walking into a trap and almost going to jail. And he was telling me like, don't like he understands what I mean. However, we are only supposed to fear God, right? So even though you fear this thing, you say you fear this thing, let's find a new word for it, right? Let's preserve fear for God, because God is truly the only thing that we should fear, right? Because God is the only one with the ability to decide if we enter heaven or not, right? Because man can kill man, but man cannot determine what happens to your soul, right? And it's like I already knew this. However, I wasn't being mindful of my words. So first and foremost, I would tell you guys to not give power to things, right? So instead of saying I'm afraid of going to jail, right? In reality, I would say I have respect for the criminal system, and I don't want to visit there. I wouldn't even say intimidation either. I wouldn't even say use that. Just say that you got respect for that thing. Like, for example, something that I would say I was formerly afraid of. Drowning. Like I grew up in like the hood, and not a good hood where they teach you how to swim. I grew up in the hood where you don't know nobody got no pool. Like for real. So it's like when I'm driving over bridges, that be with them bridges with the water underneath, I'd be like, good Lord, just make it pass. Because I don't want no smoke with the ocean, man. I don't want no smoke with the ocean. And it's not saying like I can go learn how to swim, right? But it's not like I can't swim. It's not like my skill is like a 0 out of 10, right? My swimming skills probably like a 4 out of 10. But I also don't even really like trust. I don't trust the whole floating. Like, nah, bro, the water can still do away with you. Even if you can swim, bro, you get dumped off in the ocean, you gonna drown. Your muscles gonna cramp. You gonna, I don't want no smoke with the ocean. I don't want to die in the ocean. All right. But however, I know I'm no longer gonna say I'm afraid of it. I fear it, whatever. I'm just gonna say I have respect for what the ocean could potentially do to me. Hey, I respect it. I respect it, right? Um, or like for example, some of you guys probably have never been in a fight, and you are afraid, you're fearful of being in a fight, of being getting beat up or something like that, right? But I don't ever want you to say that you're afraid of it. You know, you can say, I have respect for the hands that man got. Like, for example, um, I'm not afraid of fighting Mike Tyson, right? I'm not afraid of it, you know? I'm not fearful of it. But I do respect that boy hands, right? Now, I ain't talking about like Mike Tyson today. I mean, it's prime, right? Um, you know, like I don't know like a whole bunch of boxers. I'm trying to think of somebody, you know what I mean? But Fury or somebody like I respect that point hands, but I also believe that if I train to box and things like that, that I'd be a beast too. You know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing unhuman. I can achieve whatever you at too. You know what I mean? So it's like understand that I have like you can say I have respect for your training and conditioning. I have respect for your knowledge of this sport or knowledge of fighting. You know what I mean? But I'm not afraid of it. You know, that don't mean you gotta be dumb, right? You feel me? Like I ain't gonna tell you go out there and fight. No, no, no Wilder or no Tank Davis or nothing like that. I ain't gonna tell you go out there and throw hands at that man. I don't even think legally he can just throw hands with you, But nah, man. So it's like when you think about that, right? So that's one note, because I'm always going to give you like from a spiritual aspect as well, because I think that trumps anything. But another thing I'm going to tell you guys is be be very like leery of where I keep saying that word, and it's like, and every time I say it, I be like, man, I don't know how, I don't even know. But just be very cautious of people putting fear on you. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody can tell you like, oh yeah, around the corner they boom, 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 so and so going on over there. And you like, oh, where? I ain't telling you to not have respect for the information or message they're sharing with you, right? But don't allow somebody to project their fear on you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't allow somebody to project their fear on you. A lot of people have not done something or didn't take their chance. Let me make sure this running. I was supposed to go dump out and delete videos so I can record this, but I didn't. So I was kind of like, But somebody would try to like. A lot of people haven't, chase their dreams or took that step to start their business or whatever the case may be because somebody done put a fear on them. All right, family, let's try this again. The camera died like I thought it was going to on my phone, because well, not died, but the storage ran out. I had to delete some stuff. So when I got my workout in, and we back rocking with y'all, man. All right, so look, like I was saying, man, there's a lot of people who are afraid to take the next step to complete their mission, to fulfill their purpose, to do what they're supposed to do, because of somebody else put some fear onto them. And the thing that they're talking about, it might not even be necessary for them to even take that, to even do what they're saying. They're afraid of it. However, it's not as detrimental for them as it is for you, because this step is important for you to fulfill your God-given purpose. So they can be afraid of it all they want, but we don't. But the world can't afford for you to be afraid of it, because we need you to take that step to go do what you got to do, right? So be very mindful when someone is speaking to you. I mean, you can respect what they have to say, but you don't have to. You don't have to adopt their fears. You don't have to. You don't have to foster their fears. You understand what I'm saying? So like, just don't be on that. Excuse me, I'm a little bit tired. I just got to working out now. A little bit tired. Doing some incline bench and some other stuff. So, and some of you guys, man, you might be afraid of might be afraid of getting into a physical altercation, and it might very well be so because you guys never been in a fight ever in your life, right? And now let me say this, man. I'm a firm believer of doing the possible so God can do the impossible, right? Faith without work is dead. You got to go put some work into something. You know what I mean? There might come a time in your life where you need to defend yourself, or even you just need to stand on business so that you can, be secure within yourself and whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be able to do that if you afraid. You feel me? And the person might not even try to fight you, but you just gotta stand on business. You just gotta stand. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say, guys, like if you're somebody afraid of the physical altercation, you might need to go pick up some boxing lessons, man. You got to have more respect for the art of bodybuilding, to getting in shape and putting on muscle and dieting. You gotta have more respect for that because you're afraid of that guy he looks yoked, and you know what I mean. And you don't have enough respect for the art of it. You don't have enough respect for the consistency, the discipline of that thing to even partake in it and invest time into it. So when that guy, you're afraid of him because he took care of himself. You know, or you not, or you haven't had enough respect for for organized fighting, for the discipline of it, right? So that's why you don't want to take your time to box. You don't want to take your time to learn how to box. You don't want to take your time to learn how to perform a martial arts or anything like that. Because you don't have enough respect for it. So when the time comes where you might have to use something like this, you don't have the discipline. You ain't learned it. Now you're scared. You understand? Like, it's very important for you guys to really start putting in work towards the things that you're afraid of. Because in all honesty, if I was that afraid of swimming or drowning, whatever, I would go learn how to swim. I would have respect for that thing, and I would learn how to do it. I would remove the fear by just learning how to do that thing. You understand? You guys gotta tap into that, man. Start researching this stuff. Why are you afraid of this thing? Is the enemy using your fear against you? 9 times out of 10, they are. So you want to see, okay, boom. Why is this frightening me, right? I'm giving you guys so much value on this thing alone, man. You know, and it's like there's so many different fears people might have. But like I said, first of all, replace that fear with just respecting that thing. Don't fear. You only should fear God, right? And God will protect you from anything that is going to harm you. There's some things where you're going to go through it because it's going to make you stronger. And I don't understand. I'm not God is entirely far more intelligent than I am. I can't even begin to fathom to even think about his level of intelligence. So we do go through things that might cause trauma and things like that, and you understand? But all in all, what I'm saying is like that God will protect you from these things. And there's also things that you need to prepare yourself from, because there's certain tests that's going to come in life. And in order for you to pass that test, you need to be preparing yourself for that test, for whatever life might bring and throw at you. Men, you have to be prepared, man. You got to be prepared. You got to stay fit. You gotta you gotta just get in it, bro. You gotta get in it. But for anybody, for this video, just to be more specific for anybody, if you have questions, we want to talk about your fear and how you can overcome that fear. Message me on Instagram. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. Because I want to see all you guys win. I want to see all you guys become better, because the world needs you. You're here for a reason. The world needs you. You're here for a reason. And if you are paralyzed by fear, then you won't be able to provide the world with your gifts. You won't be able to serve the people that God has you here to serve. You won't be able to be present because you're paralyzed. So we need to get that up off you, right? So let's lock in. Let's lock in. Message me on Instagram. Say, hey, I watched your video about fears. I'm struggling with so and so, so and so. What can I do, right? Let's get in it, man.